Hi there, I'm David from Kwixand Solutions. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about business process optimization and why it's so important for your organization. Chances are, no matter what industry you're in, or whether you're a small startup or an established mid-market organization, your goal is to produce more while spending less. That's where business process optimization comes in. Simply put, business process optimization is the act of improving your processes in order to maximize efficiency and reduce time, resources, and money spent in a process. There are numerous benefits that accompany process optimization. You'll help your team become more productive. You'll reduce inaccuracies and inconsistencies. You'll enable your organization to be more agile. You'll gain a competitive edge. And of course, all these changes will have a direct, positive impact on your bottom line. There's money on the table you could be missing out on because of inefficient processes. A good way to start thinking about this is to ask yourself some questions around your processes and how they're doing. How many of your core business processes are automated? Are there any roadblocks that keep cropping up? Is it easy to change or add to processes without major disruptions? How many applications are your employees using on a monthly basis? If you don't already, you should start documenting your core business processes. It's not only integral for process improvement, but it makes life easier in your day-to-day life. For example, having documented processes makes it a lot easier to onboard your new hires. One question I often get asked by clients is, does business process optimization mean I need to change out my software? So the interesting thing about business process optimization is it doesn't always necessarily depend on switching out your software or your technology. To achieve organizational efficiency, you need to keep your people, processes, and technology in balance. So any business could see an increase in profitability as a result of analyzing and streamlining these elements so that they are in sync. I'll give you an example where I helped a client save over $100,000 a year. This was without switching out their technology. It was a very simple fix. Once had a manufacturing client in the food and beverage industry whose headquarters were in British Columbia, Canada, but the manufacturing plant was in Ohio in the United States. They were constantly suffering from fairly large chargebacks from retailers. When we investigated their processes, we discovered in their warehouse in Ohio, the pallets were not being stacked by the best before ship date. This was the issue, and had a very simple fix. We just added another step in their process that when the product was being placed on a pallet to be stored, a label would get printed that would go on the pallet. This label had the date the pallet needed to be shipped by. Warehouse crew would look at this label and could easily tell which pallet they should pick to fulfill the orders by date range. After about a year, I heard back from the CFO who confirmed that this simple change had resulted in net savings of over $100,000 that year, since they were no longer losing money on chargebacks. So processes are the backbone of your business. How they perform is critical to your organization's overall success. A surefire way to hinder your growth and profitability is to remain complacent and say, that's how things have always been done in this company. It's good enough. Maybe it is. But what if it could be better? What if you could be saving more money and time? What if you could be gaining that competitive edge? Change is sometimes feared by stakeholders, either because of the disruption or uncertainty or fear of the unknown. But process optimization is necessary to tackle those redundancies and propel your business forward. Thanks for watching. You can learn more about us and how we can help your business at Kwixand.com.